Have you seen the show Dave? Dave is a FX show that's on its second season. This is a show that I came across on accident. Stars this up and coming rapper named Lil Dicky, real name Dave Bird. It's like I've known about him. I've seen him like on the Breakfast Club and things like that. And he's a pretty dope rapper and kind of funny. He's entertaining. He did a song with Chris Brown, which was called Freaky Friday or something like that. And it was a trip. I really enjoyed it. So I was familiar of him from that. And I think he did like the Five Fingers of Death with Sway, when he just kind of rap on all these different tracks where the music constantly changing. You got to keep up your flow. And he just kind of blew it up. So I knew him from that kind of fame. So to see him on a TV show, I thought it was very interesting. This show is a trip. It's in the life and times of this rapper out of LA, white rapper out of LA, a Jewish white rapper out of LA, trying to come up in the rap game. And so he has his friends, like his hype man Gator, which was a very interesting story of how they met. He has a guy that does his producing and does his beats. His name is Els, which is a great story. His friend Emma, and she's kind of a videographer in a way. His manager Mike. And it's just about him and his adventures in LA trying to come up as a rapper. And it's just a very interesting story. I've really been enjoying it. Even from the first season, started off with interesting way of storytelling. I love how this show really gives the perspectives of all the cast. So in a way, it kind of reminded me of Atlanta, where even though it's about a journey of the rapper Paperboy, you get to know about his cousin and his friends and things like that. So the stories like this are full. They're very interconnected. And I love how the episodes go. They go by pretty quickly. They're only about 24 minutes to 30 minutes in length. And it's just neat to see their story and the things they go through. And then sometimes, even though it feels like you starting in the middle of a situation and it ends before the situation is kind of, finished, all the stories are kind of connected and intertwined. And it's just neat to have that journey and the continuation, and where they leave you off, you want to see more of it and what's going to happen next. And so the first 3 episodes, I believe, of the first season, where you get a kind of the story of a friendship of 2 individuals and how their lives intersected. The way that was directed was brilliant, and it was amazing. It started off so strong in the first episode, and then the last episode of the first season ended strong as well, which is very hard to do. And then when it came back for the second season, the episode 1, I just loved it. And that second season flew by as well and ended on such a strong note at the end of season 2. And I honestly have to say I choked up a couple of times, especially on that last episode. It's interesting because he is very narcissistic in a way, and the way he acts and the way he moves, even though he's a giving person, he's also selfish. So it's interesting to see how his interaction with his friends and the people he work with, and then their side of the story and how they feel and deal with them is just very interesting, because a lot of shows you don't get a chance to hear and see the other side. So even though the show is mainly about him, you really get a full taste and idea of the other characters, which just adds to an environment. It raises the stakes. It makes characters that normally you would see in the show, you don't know enough about them to care about them. This show, a good deal about everybody and what they mean to each other and how they connect or how they disconnect. And it's just brilliant. In a way, it's kind of also kind of like Curb Your Enthusiasm, where the main character getting in these kind of weird situations and kind of crotchety in a way, and even when things are good, he doesn't even see them to be good. So it's just like other people are dealing with problems as well, and he's complaining about things that they could only wish for. And so it's just amazing the perspectives that are on this show that are touched. It's refreshing to see, because a lot of times when it comes to the main characters, they're made in a certain way so you would like them and you would root for them. And even though you do root for Dave, in a way, sometimes you kind of like, you probably don't deserve what you're getting. You're cocky about things. You You think somebody owes you something. You think it's just about being good, and not factoring other things in, like, putting in the time to, how you treat people. Like, all that stuff matters just as much as talent, And that's just like in real life. Talent doesn't guarantee you anything. It's just when you get to where you're going, it kind of helps you stay where you're at because you can maintain and have something, out there that people enjoy that can connect to, because sometimes people are just out there because people connect to them and enjoy them. And what they're doing may not be the best, but, the connection is strong enough where people don't care about that, because really the art is about you. And so it's just about his journey. And it's just all the episodes are just a trip. And they have different writers, a few different directors. And even though the style is a little bit different here and there, they really connect together well. They really do. And it's neat that the incorporation of I'll say special guests that you'll see throughout the show is pretty neat. It's a natural and unforced way to kind of have, folks in the world. Because, sometimes when you do shows like this, say it's a song and then they make up a fake song that they act like it's a hit for the show. Or they make up, movie stars or musicians that pretend to be somebody famous, Well, this is, real people that's out there that's famous that he probably deals with in real life incorporated into the show. And not in a look who I have on my show kind of thing. It's just very interesting how it's incorporated. And it seems like with his story, it really seems like somebody really was paying attention or, I wonder how closely this really ties into his actual situation. But it really does a good interpretation of an artist's journey and trying to figure their way out and trying to make a move in a big way, be able to accomplish a goal the best way they can without losing themselves. So this show just been very cool, and I always look forward to it. And so, like I said, if you like Curb Your Enthusiasm or you like shows like Atlanta, I would say definitely check this out. It's on the second season. Second season just ended. And the way it ended, boy, like I said, I can't wait for season 3. It's just this journey of this white rapper in LA named Lil Dicky. I really enjoyed it, and I think you will too. So if you haven't seen it already, check it out. If you do check it out or you have seen it, let me know what you thought about it. I'd love to hear from you. Well, that's it for now. It's been Jay. Till next time, peace.